That's the Gemini.
He said it's two sides. I guess
whoa.
it's two-sided.
Okay. All right. Well, the other trailer
You better
that
spit some
I don't know if
bars.
you guys is excited about it, but I'm really excited for Godzilla and the King of the Monsters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got a problem though. I have a problem.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
No, but listen. I own every Godzilla movie.
Don't say nothing about the Lord Godzilla.
No. Hold on. First of all, let me give you my.
Do it.
I own every Godzilla movie on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Beta, VHS, DVD to Blu-ray.
Do you still have a beta player?
No. That's where it started. I said my history. Don't do that.
Okay.
You just said you owned all of them.
I said I owned.
Yeah, you did.
Owned is a past tense word. I don't know when you went to school when they was doing that Flintstone shit, chalking on the board with a
You supposed to say, I used to own Beta. That's what you have to say.
Betamax.
Hold on. Betamax, facts. They still use it in production value. But listen, let me tell you something. I have a problem with this movie. They're hitting you with every epic monster,
right?
Like from Monster Island. Remember that?
Right.
You got to give all those monsters, and they're major monsters. They just do.
Oh, well, that's fine because you
hold on. Let me finish.
Ghidra.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is, you see how Avengers did it fine?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to do that shit right because you just threw Mothra, Godzilla, the saviors of the planet, Ghidra, Rodan, the crab creature. Yo, it's crazy.
Right.
King Ghidorah, they all got to get burned in 2 hours.
Oh,
they have
made movies, Godzilla versus these dudes for 2 hours.
Okay, right. And
that's what I'm saying. I just want it done right.
And that's what we want because if you go by what the last Godzilla was, it was too much human interaction and not enough Godzilla.
There's always human interaction. There's always.
There was too much human interaction in the last Godzilla movie and not enough damn action. But between the creature and Godzilla.
Both creatures.
You know what I'm saying? So that
all they gotta do is just amp up the fighting.
Well, that's why
they're trying to do a backstory. They're trying to do a history on each individuals. They're trying to make these monsters titans. We know King Ghidorah is not from Earth. He's not from Earth.
Okay,
from outer space.
They'll probably put their spin on it. And look, listen, some things. Look, not to be disrespectful, because I like Japanese stuff too. But some things can, for an American audience or for a Western audience, can be pretty wonky coming from, if you want to go complete canon from a Japanese, standpoint.
Right.
Yeah, you can't. Because look, they have a big plan right now. I don't know how they're going to do it. Because the other movie bombed with the robots. I forgot what that movie was called. It didn't. Those big robots.
No, it did not.
Was in the first one.
No, it did not. The second one didn't do as well as the first one, but the first one made big numbers, and the second one did great.
Somebody's echoing very bad.
Yeah, I don't know who just started echoing. You're talking about oh my god, I own both of those movies, both in 3D too.
Okay, but regardless, that's okay. They're trying to do this whole monster universe, right? So I don't know if they're going to put them in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to bring Ultraman, they want to do all that shit, right? But the thing of it is that with this movie, they have to put all this in there in order to get the big movie that everybody's waiting for, and that's Godzilla against King Kong.
That's not really a big movie in the Godzilla universe. That wasn't a big franchise.
Everybody wants to see that.
No, they want to see it.
It's 108.
I'd like to see that.
Hey, 108. Here's the theory. They're trying to bring Godzilla to a new generation that never grew up in Godzilla, man.
How they should do it? This is how they should do it. It's simple. It's like Godzilla and King Kong. They trying to rush that. I know what you're saying, but me personally, when they showing like all the monsters at one time, just picture it like this here for a second. Picture it like this here. You got the Earth, and still like let's say the people that say the Earth is flat, right? And they got an ice ring around it, and they might have something that's a little bit further out that a crack broke, and they broke a tunnel somewhere through there when monsters had started coming through, and that's when all the monsters that's on Godzilla they start trying to spread apart, and that's when you get the opening movie with Godzilla, and you got all these different monsters coming at one time.
Right, and I still can put where he came from outer space because we don't know where the story is because that could be their origin of why they are like they are, and they become the Titans on this planet. So maybe then that's why it has the. I
hope they don't do nuclear, man, because that be getting on.
That's what they do with Godzilla.
That's where they say they come from. That's where they say.
Yeah, that's where they say they come from.
Because in the first Godzilla, they was absorbing power to bring themselves back.
But I'm no. They were saying that's what they was eating nuclear. Okay, I remember the last Godzilla. That's what they was eating.
Right.
Yeah, they eat nuclear, but I'm talking about where they come from. I'm saying they should have it like how King Kong, you know, say he's supposed to be on Skull Island. Like ain't nobody like right now with technology. They should have it what people say the Earth is flat, and then let's say the what's name came from outer space, and he cracked one of the borders, and that opened up a whole different area that haven't been searched by man because of the ice wall. Nobody was able to breach it,
and that could be it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. They could use. They could follow from the canon of from the original Godzilla. We don't know. I mean that's
what I'm saying. I just
can't do that old one. I don't like that old because it was too outdated.
That's what. Well, it's out there.
Aliens,
gotta have people to follow it.
They brought their champion monster to fight Earth's champion monster. That's what that was about.
I know,
they tricked the world to borrow. Remember, I'm a Godzilla historian, my dude. They tricked the world to lend them Godzilla and a couple other monsters to help them. But what they did was they was mind controlling them and turned them against the planet, and then they brought in King Ghidorah. That's what happened. I know most of y'all probably like, what the hell?
I know what he's talking about.
Okay.
But what sounds better to what do you think that will relate more to an audience that don't know about the lore of Godzilla? The one about the nuclear situation where these big ass creatures is coming from somewhere. Maybe throw a little interstellar shit in it to where Gordan or whatever the fuck the 300 thing was called. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a part of that. Feed into that. You know what I'm saying? Or you talk about aliens coming around and saying, here's my Titan fighting your Titan. That shit ain't gonna work.
1960s, 1970s, I agree.
Right.
All I'm saying is, I'm not saying take that story. It's like the comic books. I always say you got to look at the characters and build a great story around characters. You can't follow the comic books. There's too many books. There's too many universes. What I'm saying is, from my perspective, I'm not saying come from that direction, but they got to do it right. They just threw everybody in one movie. So I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of monsters. That's a lot of backstory. What are they doing? So I'm going into optimistic. Of course, I want it to be an incredible movie. I love Godzilla. I remember when Godzilla was talking to the little boy, and I said, Godzilla don't talk. And I was crying because I was like, they messed up my series. I was a kid then.
That's the one when he was battling the smog monster. Right. I love that one.
Come to find out that when Godzilla was talking, that was the kid's imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was dreaming about Godzilla. Remember, he got woke up at the end of the episode, like, get up. He was like, but Godzilla's coming to save us. They was looking at him like, what the hell are you talking about? That whole movie was about a kid's imagination. He's going to Monster Island, baby Godzilla talking to him, Godzilla fighting all these monsters. It was an imaginative. So, but coming from where I'm coming from, you understand that. So I get it. I just want them to do it right. Because you take, first of all, him versus King Ghidorah is a movie in itself.
Yep.
Right.
And they got him in there,
Rodan in there.
He might not get destroyed. It might be a situation where King Kong comes in to help, and they have to
because King Kong and Godzilla is both good.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Both good. It's not, they had a disagreement. They fought back in the day.
Right, yeah, they got down, and then
right.
There's only been two.
Yeah, I don't think that that could be the way that the movie goes is where Godzilla loses. And King Kong comes in and they help, but before then, King Kong Godzilla got to get down, and then they go in and they defeat the main enemy. You know what I'm saying?
There's only been two people. There's only two monsters in there. Mothra helps Godzilla, and there's only been one other one that's helped Godzilla, and that's Gamera.
Right. And then you
That's
got
the only two.
twins that talk to Martha.
Sorry, Delilah. They went off topic again.
I was just saying how Delilah asked about trailers, and I was just saying that, look, I'm excited about
way over there.
I'm excited about Godzilla.
I didn't bring this up. I'm just the Godzilla specialist in the room. You know, like we got our anime king and Bloody Knuckles. I'm the Godzilla specialist, baby. That's all it is.
You like Godzilla, I like Gamera.
One more Godzilla question here. What y'all think about Godzilla's the CGI, the look of Godzilla in
it's incredible.
He looks dope. I know the Japanese didn't like him. They say he was too fat. But
yeah, whatever. That last Godzilla was weirdo. He had aliens.
It's better than a suit with a zipper that you can see.
No. That's not the last
talking about old school.
Oh, you talking about the Japanese? You talking about the Japanese?
Yeah, the Japanese with the zipper.
Yeah.
It came out 2 years ago. Yeah. They froze him. He had humanoid looking creatures coming out of his tail. That was part of him. I'm done. They can't say nothing about what the United States is doing with Godzilla.
Like reptiles.
I was like, what the hell? And then he opened his mouth like a predator and was shooting lasers out his mouth.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like if you follow
Godzilla from Japan,
No, the only thing that I want to see from it is karate movies, of course. You know what I'm saying? You know, martial art movies, and also like you can. I don't want an American or Western version of Attack on Titan if they do a live action movie, a big budget live action.
Oh hell no, please don't, because
you got to do it. You got to do it like how it's written, because because that story is absolutely epic as fuck. So you got to do it, man. The way that the Japanese
am I the only one going to see Detective Pikachu? Am I the only one that's going to go see that?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No, bro.